And today's topic is going to be about why discomfort led to growth. Why it's always good to sometimes feel uncomfortable before you can get comfortable. Why sometimes an uncomfortable situation will actually produce and make you to be who you are today. And when I say who you are today, I mean the great person and the person who's standing, because you have overcome a lot. So I'm gonna use an example. So let's say you start going to the gym, right? The first year, I ain't gonna lie, I used to go to the gym. I'm about to get back on it. But the first year, you barely see a result. The second year of you going to the gym, it's like, yo, everyone else around you is also seeing the progress, not only you. Everyone within your environment, everyone within your circle, everyone around you sees the progress. Take me for example, when I started going to the gym the first day, I thought I was jacked. And when I look at the pictures, I'm like, yeah, man, you was nowhere jacked. Like, yo, I was actually kind of nowhere jacked. But the second year, I looked at the picture again, I was like, damn, I'm jacked. Everyone started saying it like, yo, you jacked. You jack. And the concept about the gym is like, cause I used to spend like 2 hours in the gym. Everyone has their own preference. People do 30 minutes, and I went out 32 hours. I've heard someone say 3. I've heard someone even say 5 or 4. And me, I will never judge you. You know what I'm saying? Everyone has something that makes them comfortable. Everyone has something that makes them, a coping mechanism, whether it's healthy or unhealthy. Everyone got something, right? So I'll never clown or never judge nobody or condemn somebody, you know what I'm saying? But as I'm lifting heavy, the pain, I'm feeling sore. Some days I want to quit. Some days it's like, dang, I'm not seeing no progress. I want to quit. I'm tired. I have to eat a lot, like bulking, because when you bulk, you eat a lot. And sometimes when you eat a lot, like, because sometimes you have to. People are like, oh, why you forcing yourself to eat? Stop eating. I understand what you're saying, but I have a goal. It's just like you broke and you trying to go get money and you really hustling. Your head is down there. You going for the money. You have 2 jobs. You saving. You doing everything to find, to find ways to make more money using resources. And someone is telling you, why are you working too hard to get rich? It's kind of like the same thing. I'm working towards something, you're working towards something. So people are like, oh yeah, why are you eating too much? Stop eating. Because when I used to eat a lot, I used to gag. But I knew what I wanted. I'm trying to gain weight. And I gotta eat. Like, I don't overeat to the point like I take 7,000 calories a day. No, I can't do that. And I know my limits. Like, I don't cross my limits, so I know what I'm doing, right? So back to what I was saying. Like, I started doing that, and that was a discomfort. Because, once your body's used to something, your body's used to something. Like, my body was not used to 3 meals a day. My body was actually used to 1, and I pushed it to 2. My body got used to 2, and I pushed it to 3. My body got used to 3, and then I pushed it to 3 plus some protein snacks. And then my body got so used to that, right? It's like this discomfort and that moment when I was uncomfortable while I would eat and gag led to my comfort, led to the growth. All that food that I ate led to the bulk, led to the physique, led to everything. That was discomfort right there. But I knew the end result of it. So it's not every discomfort or every position where you're uncomfortable is because of something bad. There is going to be like a good end result for me. There's going to be something positive. That saying that goes, oh, there's always light at the end of the tunnel, or however it goes, is like the same thing. You just need to know what is meant for you. You just need to understand the process. You need to understand everything. Like, I promise you, once you understand that this thing that I'm doing, yes, it's not comfortable. Yes, it's like, I want to quit. But yes, it's this. As long as you see a purpose within that thing, do not quit. And when I say this thing that I'm doing is making you and me uncomfortable, I'm not saying stay in an uncomfortable situation or an uncomfortable relationship or like, discomfort place, like let's say domestic violence, all of that. No, that's not what I'm saying. If that's happening, get up and leave. That is not leading to no growth. If anything, you leaving is going to lead to your growth, okay? So that's not what I'm talking about. But I'm talking about something that actually is positive, right? Positive and brings value. Like, you can be in the uncomfortable situation longer than you're supposed to be in. All because, yes, you're supposed to get up, do this and do that. The situation you're in right now is uncomfortable, but you're not doing the right things or being disciplined to get you to that spot. So back to the gym. I'm gonna use 2 scenarios. The first one is when I first started up bulking. So when I first started bulking, I knew that to bulk and to, get the physique I wanted, I had to eat a certain number of protein. I had to consume a certain number of food. I had to take a certain number of calories. I had to take this. There was a lot to it. So it's like I knew all the steps and I knew all this process. But let's take, for example, I was not doing anything. I was not grounded. I wasn't disciplined. I wasn't focused. I wasn't doing nothing. I would still look the same like how I started. I would probably just look maybe like a little bit different than when I kept to my routine and when I was disciplined. If I didn't do none of that, I would still be in that uncomfortable spot. I would still be in that same position, nothing, not moved at all. It's going to leave you in a stagnant position. But it can either be positive or negative. And for you to get to the positive side, it comes with discipline. Motivation is kind of BS to me, I ain't gonna lie. You can be motivated but no discipline. I'm an example of that. I clock my tea and that's the truth. Sometimes I'm so motivated but I have no discipline. I have a lot of motivation but not a single discipline. And once you have a lot of motivation and no discipline, you're gonna be nowhere. And then you know what's gonna happen? Because I had to check myself for it. You're gonna be confused. Hold on, I gotta adjust this real quick. But this is what's going to happen. You're going to be confused. You're going to be like, dang, this person, I seen this person's story 2 years ago and we were in the same position. And now I see their story and they're a little bit higher than me. How did that happen? You know what happened? We all had motivation, but only one of us had discipline. That is why you're still in the same position. Motivation, but no discipline. But then you know what you start happening? You start blaming shit, blaming stuff around you. But in reality, it was you. You were the reason of it. And I'm saying this because I had to check myself from it. And that is another thing that you have to do that can lead from your discomfort to growth. You have to check yourself of certain things. Check yourself. I promise you, everybody around you can check you. Everybody around you can be telling you the truth. But you will never take it as the truth until you see with your own eyes. And that is the truth. Well, I say truth a lot of times. But you can never really see as the truth unless you see with your own eyes. Like, that is really what it is. It's just like, I have a belief, you have a belief. You telling me your belief, but it's like, it's kind of wonky. I don't really know what you're saying. I don't believe in what you're saying. And I will never believe in what you're saying unless I see with my own two eyes. Unless I see with my own two eyes, then I'll believe you. You know what I'm saying? So, you just like, but the truth, you're on the right path. So like I said, discipline. Motivation is just some BS people talk about. But yes, you need to be motivated, but you need discipline. Truth. Understanding. You need these three things. It's a lot more, but you need these things. Like, life, when people used to tell me when I was a kid, life is what you make it to be, I used to think, oh, damn. I used to think people are just talking, they're just running their mouth. But it's really true. Life is what you make life to be. Like, and this is not for the people who are sad and they have some form of mental health and it's like not their fault. This is not like, I'm not saying, they can't choose to be happy. Some people kind of find it hard to do that. Sometimes I find it hard. But aside from that, if you really want that degree in most scenarios, you will get it. And when people say manifestation is BS, manifestation is not BS. Because I say it's not BS because once you manifest something, not only are you manifesting that you're going to get this, but you don't just manifest something that you can't see. Like, I don't mean like see physically. Like, even in your own head, your own brain. If I don't think of a car, if I don't think of a Benz, everybody knows I want a Benz, a particular type of Benz. But if that's not what I'm thinking about, I'm not going to manifest the Benz in my life. Like, why would I just be sitting down and all of a sudden manifest something that I don't want? Like, that doesn't make any sense. Manifestation is so real because once you manifest something, you see it. And once you see it, you believe it's achievable and attainable. And once you believe it's achievable and attainable, nothing's going to stop you from going for it. And that is why when people say you got to manifest, they're not just trying to sell you a dream. And they're not selling you a dream. They're not saying that you should be a lazy bum. No, they're saying manifest because you're seeing it in your head. And I'm telling you, whatever you see in your head, that vision, that dream, you want it. You want it so bad. And once you want it so bad and it's good, You will do everything to try to achieve it. And that is why people say you gotta manifest. Because you've seen it, you want it, you're manifesting it, but you're also going for it. So you can't manifest and be lazy and be like they're saying, oh, you gotta manifest, but nothing is happening, I'm manifesting. That ain't got nothing to do with nobody but you. That is all you. Simple. Discipline, truth, understanding, manifestation. I said 4. I'm trying to go to 5. It's a lot. Like, it's really more than 5. We just need to understand life and what life has to offer. And I'll say the last one is genuinely letting go. People be like, oh, you just said let go of the past because you didn't live in it. I say that too sometimes. I find it hard to let go of my past. I know sometimes I can ramble, speak here, speak there, but I'm just dropping gems when I think about it, and never stop trying, never stop going. You can do it, you can achieve it. Bet on yourself, invest in yourself, and when it comes to your goals and your dreams, be stubborn about it, go for it. Don't let nobody tell you you can't do it.